Welcome to United Security Assurance's Lifestyle Solutions and Lifestyle Solutions Select e-signature application training module utilizing the DocuSign technology. Today we are going to go over the training on how to utilize the e-application from inception to automatically being submitted to the company for processing. Once you click on the eApp link, it is actually taking you to the DocuSign technology on their website. So what happens, and that is a secure website as well. So it's very important to put all your information in correctly. This is the information that will be on the application itself. So we want to make sure we put the legal name that you use when you sign applications, your email address. We also want to make sure that we put the applicant's name and their email address. In order for them to sign the application, an email will be sent to them from DocuSign asking them to sign the application. So it's very important that you put their email address into this. If their care partner does need to sign, you will also need to put in the care partner's name as well as their information. Okay, so I put their information in, and for this example, I'm going to use my information, my agent name, Matt Sussman, my email address, msussman@CoventryCareLink. I'm going to put the applicant's name, Joe Smith, and for this example, I'm going to put my email address, just because I want to show you the email that's received, but you would want to put in Joe Smith's email address. There is no care partner for this application, so we don't want to put anything in. So once we hit next, what's going to happen is it's going to bring up this screen here. And what we want to do as the agent, we want to hit continue. And this will allow us to start utilizing the e-application. Now, one of the things that we also find is using the next button doesn't always work as well as using the scroll button. So it's very important to go ahead and just scroll down the entire application, filling it out in its entirety. Okay, I've taken the liberty to fill out the application in its entirety to save time. So what I did is I put the producer number in. And my name was already pre-populated from putting it in the email section prior. So I filled out the application, partnership, standard, benefit period is 3 years. And it's a 90-day elimination period. Maximum daily benefit is $150 a day. It will automatically calculate the total maximum benefit amount of $164,250. That's the 3 years times the 150. It is very important that you just put in the number, because if you do not put just the number in, it will throw everything off and it won't allow you to move forward. So we completed this. I wanted to put the premium in, so I put the premium in from the quote I did previously, and then I checked annual, and the annual premium took the $25 application fee, and it calculated total amount due is $3,758.50. If I do a bank draft, it will recalculate it. The modal premium will be $317.35. We request 2 months premium plus a $25 application fee, and that's how you get the $659.70. We're just going to put it back to annual. There is a spouse discount, so Jane Smith is the spouse. We filled out where Joe lives, and also all the other information that we received from Joe: his phone number, social security number, date of birth, height, weight. Completed the application, all the questions that they asked by checking yes or no. And Joe has diabetes. He was diagnosed in '88. He's taking medication for it. He sees Dr. Bombay, his primary specialist. If there's any specialist that he has seen the past 12 months, included on the application as well, that will just help with the underwriting process. He sees Dr. Bombay the last, we don't need to fill that out. Continued on with the application. He is taking metformin 500 milligrams daily. He does see Dr. Bombay for it. We filled this out. Now this section right here is if an individual has a lot of medications and it will not fit on the space provided, you can attach an additional sheet. So what you would have to do is create a spreadsheet or any other kind of sheet and just go ahead and click on the paperclip and grab it from your file, and it will automatically bring it in. If you want to tell us a little bit about the client, this is also a good spot to do that as well. Just tell us a little bit about the client on a piece of paper, save it, and then bring it in on the attachment. As we continue with the application, you'll see we filled out the designated third-party lapse. Betty Smith, his daughter. Jane Smith is going to be the beneficiary, and you can see we did the 3% inflation. Now, the option to purchase non-forfeiture benefit. It's important to read this section here because these are not required, because not everyone will choose them. However, if you don't choose them and you don't fill out the correct forms, it will be an incomplete application. So it's really important, if this applies, to make sure that you check it. You'll see no signature required right now for the applicant, because once we sign, we're going to go ahead and we're going to email and automatically email your client with the email address that you provided, their area to sign. This is where we're going to sign here as the agent. I've signed several times, so I'm just going to click, and my signature was already adapted, so it's not going to ask me to choose it. I will show you how you can change your signature or even freehand your signature when you get a chance. Okay, today's date. Today's date is July 7. We're doing this training module. July 6th, 2017. It pre-populated my agent number here, and we'll continue going down here. Again, nothing to sign as of yet. We are going to do a bank draft, so we put the bank information in, we put the routing number, and we put the bank account number. If we choose we want to do a credit card, we'll go ahead and the credit card information will populate, and the information that we need, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. But we're going to, for this example, we're going to keep it at a bank draft. Okay, and we're going to take a full premium, 75.850. I'm going to put that in. Again, we're going to sign here, and it's going to pre-populate my signature. And we're going to go ahead and sign here. Now, again, what we said on the previous page, this is duplicate. We already filled that in for you along with the date. So we're just going to sign here. And we'll continue going down. If they choose not to fill out the personal worksheet, you will have to fill this form out and get it signed. And all these forms will have to be signed. And we continue down the application, the personal worksheet. We pre-populated the policy form for you. It took the premium, the annual premium, and I went ahead and completed this. And it took the elimination period and pre-populated that. It took the elimination period times the $150 a day. That will give us $13,500. To answer this question, describe my financial situation. Yes. And I acknowledge, and I'm going to check this box as I did and sign. And it pre-populated the date as well for us. And it also put my name in there. And as we continue down the application, if there is a comparison, if you are replacing a policy, you will have to fill out this form. Again, we've taken the liberty of pre-populating the company name, where it's going to go, United Security Assurance, and all these boxes will be highlighted for you to fill out if you do check that you do need a replacement. So I'm pretty much done the application. I finished everything that I needed to finish. There is one area that I know I didn't finish, but I want to show you how that works. So I'm going to hit finish, and it's going to take me right back up. I didn't choose optional non-forfeiture benefit rider, so I'm going to hit no, and then I could go finish, and then it's going to take me to another one I didn't finish, and it says platelet disorders, hemophilia, hemochromatosis. I'm going to hit no, and then I'm going to hit finish, and again there was another one. So it's going to not allow you to submit the application unless it is completed in its entirety. I'm going to hit finish, and from finish it is going to pre-populate and take us there. Okay, so once You hit the finish button, it's going to send an email to your client. As you can see, it's from DocuSign to Joe Smith. This is on the demo site. It will look a little different in the live site. Information will not be here, and it will be a little bit more USA branded. So we're just going to hit review document. And we're going to agree to it, and we're going to continue the process. So what we really want to do is, we don't really necessarily want to use the next button, because the next button will take us through the next page, but there's certain things that we may need to sign or initial as we go through it. So just go have your client look through the entire section of it. And the reason I say it, you'll see as we go through, they'll be able to see the application, how you filled it out. Okay, so we want to know where they signed it out, signed the application in. It's in Harton, PA. Today the month is July. The day is the 6th, and it's 2017. And we're going to hit sign. Now this is where you can determine which signature you want to use. Do I want to use any of these? I can draw if I choose to, but I'm not really good at drawing, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit change, and I can choose really any signature that I want. I'm going to use this one right here, and we're just going to adopt it, and it's going to auto put it in. And as we go through again, we're looking at all the information. Receipt of appropriate documentation. This will be the information that you sent them. So you'll hit yes. I sent it to them, and you can see my signature here. And then again, Souderton, Pennsylvania, it was signed in, and we're going to sign here. Okay, so we're going to sign here, and we're not going to sign here because this is only if it is an association program, so please only sign if applicable. And we have little notes throughout the application that will help your client, so we do not need to sign that. They do not need to sign that. As we go through, this is delivery, they will need to sign here. And conditional premium receipt, they will need to sign again. And this is the care partner statement, does not apply, so there's no signatures required here. Again, this is the financial non-disclosure. They don't need to sign because they did fill out that information, so there's no need for them to sign here. They will need to sign here. And as we go through, this is the personal worksheet, has already been completed. We will need a signature here. And my agent has advised me that this policy does not seem suitable for me. However, I still want to consider. We probably will never complete an application that requires this, but if we do need the applicant to sign. It's not applicable, so we won't sign. And this form here is a duplication form regarding replacement. So we're not replacing, so they will not need to sign. Same in a long-term care comparison form. They don't need to sign that as well, so they can hit finish. And what's happening is if they choose to save a copy of it, they can do so. For this instance, we're not going to. And what's happening right now is the application is being populated. It's going up into the cloud, meeting up with our signatures, and then being sent directly to United Securities Home Office Underwriting Department for them to process. Once we do receive it, we will let you know that we did receive the application. We hope this training module was informative and will help you easily complete an e-application using the DocuSign technology from United Security Assurance. We appreciate all your business, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call the office at 800-872-3044. Again, we appreciate everything you do for us, and we look forward to your next e-signature application.